Hello, welcome to EasyElimu Learning Simplified. I am your teacher, Mr. Stanley Ombogo. So, dear students, in this session, I want us to look at the language and style that has been used, the language and style used in Act 2, the second scene of the Samaritan. So, before we look at that, dear students, remember scene 2 of the second act, that is, was talking about the mayor's visit. So remember earlier on, the mayor had called the school principal, Madam Narin, informing her that he will be visiting. So remember, this visit is not about the school. So Mayor Mosi wants to see Nicole in particular. So he wants to follow up. He wants to do some follow up. If at all, Nicole wrote to the ministry as instructed earlier on. That was during the end of years school closing day the previous year. So the mayor is now visiting to see and confirm if at all his directives were followed. So the scene is taking place in the principal's boardroom. So shortly before Mosi enters, the principal is having a conversation. They are conversating with Nicole. This shortly after Nicole enters the principal's boardroom. So, dear students, remember in their conversation, the principal cares about what? Cares about the school and school only. So she's not pleased. She's not pleased with these very many visits that the politicians, especially the mayor, is making, and that's why there's a part that she tells Nicole that she is single-mindedly focused on the mission of the school, which is to provide the students under their care with quality education. So Nicole responds and tells Narine that she has no intention of deviating from the professional obligations as a teacher. So a lot happens in this scene after that is Nicole is left alone with Mosi. So they have a very lengthy talk. Then things don't end well. So dear students, some of the styles that are used in this scene under imagery. Number one, we have vivid description, we have metaphor, there is a simile, there is also personification, we have hyperbole, then there is allusion. So under allusion, we are going to look at two, that is biblical allusion and literal allusion. So apart from that, we're also going to look at use of idiomatic expressions. Then there is also use of rhetorical questions. So apart from rhetorical questions, we also have ideophones. Then next we have onomatopoeia. Then there is irony. Apart from irony, we also have sarcasm, satire, humor. Then lastly, we are going to look at what we call proverbs. Or wise saying. So on to the first one. That is vivid description under imagery. So we are told that the scene, not even told, looking at the stage direction. Again, if you want to identify vivid description as a style especially in a play, pay attention to the stage directions. So in the stage directions, we normally have um, a vivid description of the setup of the place. So remember, the scene the scene is introduced with a description of the principal's boardroom, where we are told that there is a big rectangular, it is a big rectangular room containing of a large void mahogany table and various office seats. So there is a table with a pen and a notebook, as well as a bottle of water and glass. So that is on page 54. Remember the scene, Act 2, Scene 2 is starting from page 54. So apart from that, we also told that Mossy describes Ted as having an evil hairstyle, wearing ripped jeans, bangles, and necklaces that are satanic. Remember, I also talked about this uh, when uh, when he was trying to pass blame to the citizens, that some of them vote in leaders like Ted simply because of their style of fashion and so on. So Mossy clearly describes how Justin Jaden dresses that is smartly and wears a solemn look. So he walks with confidence and looks fair. Then we have metaphor. So remember we said earlier on that metaphor is that it is a comparison. It is a comparison of two things that are not alike. So Mossy calls Ted the bat. Then Mossy also shares that any child who has dropped out of school has become a garbage. So the bat and also garbage are used metaphorically. So Mossy also says that by electing a hola monkey, so hola monkey, he is referring to the incompetent leaders that are elected by the citizens themselves. So he says that by electing a hola monkey, they should not complain when it starts hauling, because they now want to read in silence. So that is on page 71. Then he also says that a computer program cannot stop a monkey from eating bananas. So he is not referring to monkeys, but what we know is that he is trying to refer to the leaders, some of the leaders. So the next type that we have, dear students, that is simile. So in simile, we are told that Mossy describes a road. So he says that the roads are looking like part of an abandoned battlefield. That is when he was trying to address the issue of roads. So he also claims that Ramdai gazes into empty spaces like an evil spirit. Then he also argues that his deputy resembles a sloth. Sorry. So again, there is a part where he indicates that Ted put up some site offices that look like cow sheds. So there is that comparison between the site offices put up by Ted and cow sheds. So he also testifies, that Ted makes a whole chamber smell like a nightclub of brewery. So he also claims that Seymour, has got some fake papers in law, and he knows as much as does the he got. So the use of us us. So on to the next, we have got before personification, Mossy also says that Ian Jaden hawks justice like cabbages. So there is personification. So personification, quality of giving inanimate things. that is giving inanimate things the qualities of human beings. So we have got Mosi saying that the Samaritan app is damaging his reputation. Uh-huh. The Samaritan app is damaging his reputation. So in that case, we it is assumed that the app has been given the qualities of human beings. That is the fact that it is damaging his reputation. So we also have hyperbole, that is exaggeration. So roads resemble the battlefield where bombs were detonated. So there is some exaggeration in the statement. So Mosi also calls Ted a Bartend a sinister creature that can see and sleeps upside down. So not easy for a normal human being. So Ted King must have quit schooling after kindergarten, and that he sleeps in a drum of illicit liquor. So that is what Moses says about that is Ted. Mm. Remember, he says that he normally smells like somebody who slept in a brewery, something of the sort. So Moses also accuses the leaders for eating the whole loaf together with the wrapping and even the vendor. So that is also figurative use of language. So on to the next thing, dear students. We still have a number of illustrations. The illustrations are very many. They are very, very many that sometimes we may not even exhaust all of them. So there is allusion. We have allusion. So under allusion, we are going to look at that is biblical allusion and literal allusion. So remember that allusion is in direct reference to someone or something. So when we talk about that is biblical allusion, we are talking about some of the instances or stories that are picked from the Bible to refer to some of the things that happen within the municipality. So Moses says he's being crucified for mistakes of the people. So he also says that Son of Man cast the legal professionals. That is a biblical allusion to Jesus. So there is also a literal allusion. So Moses says that the Samaritan app presents the cock and bull story, which is a mere excuse or implausible explanation that is unbelievable. So that is literal allusion. So on to the next thing, there is idiomatic expressions. So students, remember that when we are talking about idiomatic expressions, we do not look at the meaning. Is it the uh, connotative meaning? We do not look at the meaning of each word, because if you look at the meaning of each word, then you will not end up with the message that the expression is trying to convey. So the expressions that are normally made up of they're normally made up of a group of words to mean one thing as a whole. So there is a part where Moses refers to the leaders as eating a loaf of bread uh, uh, that is alone. So a loaf of bread in this case resembles the funds. Mhm. So eating a whole loaf of bread means that they embezzle funds, all the funds meant for the public. So Nichols also says the buck stops with you. So Moses is responsible. So what she's trying to say is that it is the mayor's responsibility to monitor how the leaders are conducting their activities or performing their tasks. So he is responsible for everything and should not blame it to anybody. So there is also use of a rhetorical question, that is, Mosi asks Nicole whether, that is, can you even dare mention that? Haven't you heard how dangerous he is? So that is on page 66. I think they were talking about, is it really Seima? I think it was about Seima, if I'm not wrong. But maybe you can go check that later. You can check that Later, you can check that later. Yeah, but it is same. It is same. It is same if I'm not wrong. So there is also that is ideophones. That is use of sounds or words that use of words that copy the exact sound. So on page 57 and 67, there is the part that, especially on 67, uh, Mosi, Mosi uses the sound sh to, tell Nicole to pay some attention because whatever he's saying is uh, something that isn't supposed to be heard. So apart from that, we also have the next, that is onomatopoeia. So this is just use of words that describes. So remember, ideophones copy the exact sound uh, produced, but onomatopoeia describe the what? Describe the action or the sound. So that is on page 71. There is where the word whining and whining has been used. Then also on page 73, um, slamming. Slamming has also been used. That is when Meamosi exits the bedroom, the boardroom. When Meamosi exits the boardroom. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. So he slams the door uh, as he exits the boardroom. So there is also another style, dear students, that is euphemism. So euphemism is also a style that has been used. So CD capital is used by Mosi to mean bribe, to mean bribe. So euphemism is just a clever way of coming up with clever words to express something that is unpleasant, so that it doesn't sound bad. So there is also irony where Narine thinks that what Nicole is doing is good. So the principal Narine thinks that whatever Nicole is doing is good, but again, she advises her not to be involved in something that will derail them from the greater good in line with the mission of the school, that is providing quality education. So Nicole also finds it ironical that Mosi, who should be fighting corruption, is trying to offer, uh, is trying to bribe her so that she stops pursuing the app. Then it was also ironical that Mosi campaigned for Ted King and now he talks so ill about him. So still, it is ironical that most leaders in the municipality have their families conducting most projects in various departments within the council. So it is also ironical for Justice Jaden to hawk justice. So you remember, he's the justice, but again, he is unjust. So Narine also tells Mosi that she had sent a copy of the letter a month ago. So as a mayor, he says that the tray is full and he has always been busy, and it is his duty to look at the letters to get to be informed about some of the things that are going on. So it is also ironical that the citizens vote in leaders like Seima and Ted and the likes because they display opulence. But when now things are not being done the right way, they are the ones uh, who complain much. So there is also sarcasm. That is, Nicole applies sarcasm to talk about the mayor, telling her whether he is really responsible for the problem faced in the municipality. So he also sarcastically tells the mayor whether his deputy must be a disgrace. Then Moss is also sarcastic when referring to Justice Jaden, sorry, as a man whose true colors are contradictory to his smart nature. So remember, there's a part where Moses says that Jaden looks like flowers on on a grave. Underneath there is some rot. So Mosi also sarcastically asks Nicole whether she thinks a computer program will stop a monkey from eating bananas. He's also trying to be sarcastic when showing how some leaders lack knowledge, and says that people like Seima have, fake papers in law, and they know as much law as does a he got. So there is also satire. That is this act, the entire act satirizes leaders such as the deputy mayor, Ted Ramdai, and mention them. So they are all educated, so corrupt and even selfish. So the scene also satirizes, that is Morsi, as a useless leader who averts his responsibilities to other leaders in the municipality when he is the one given the duty to protect the municipal. So the scene also satirizes the jurisdiction, jurisdiction for failing to administer justice and engaging in crime. So there is some sense of humor when Moses says that is on to the next style. There is some sense of humor when Moses says that Sema has fake papers in law, so he knows as much law as does a he got. So he also claims that Sema hides behind satanic glasses that threaten everyone and everything, including his own shadow. So the next one is proverb or wise saying. So Nicole says that an elephant that kills a rat is not a hero. So an elephant that kills a rat is not a hero. That is a proverb or a wise saying. It means that if you fight maybe someone who is not your equal, maybe you are mighty, the person is kind of uh, not so powerful. So if you want to celebrate the win, then you're just like an elephant that kills a rat, then later on celebrates. So Narino, the principle also says, she also says that if you dare an elephant into a wrestling match, it will trample you. That is, she is making Nicole aware of some of the things that might happen if, she pushes the leaders to the wall. So, dear students, that is what we have for the session, and thanks for watching till the end. Have a wonderful time. Bye.